Hey everyone, this is Brian, Variable Traders. It is Monday, January 18th, Martin Luther King Day. Hope everyone's had a good day today and you've enjoyed your long weekend with trading in the markets. And we'll be opening up obviously tomorrow morning, Tuesday, and be a short trading week. So let's take a look at the way things look right now. Again, we're looking like another up day to start tomorrow. Dow, the S&P, the Russell, NASDAQ, all looking like strong opens. And we've got oil pretty much flat. Gold up a little bit. Silver up even more. And as far as the treasuries go, looks like we're going to be heading higher on the yields, which is a resumption in trend, which seems to be higher and higher. And US dollar looks like a little mixed here. So let's take a look at some other stuff coming up this week before we get into the indexes, looking at the calendar of reports this week, earnings reports. Obviously, we got Netflix. That'll be interesting on Tuesday morning or after the market close, I should say. Of course, we've got some more big banks coming up, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Schwab, Interactive Brokers, our favorite broker, or one of. And, of course, I think we got Morgan Stanley and Wednesday, Procter & Gamble. So got a number of earnings coming up. We're just getting into earnings seasons now, so it should be kind of interesting. And let's talk about the indexes. And I think what's happening with the indexes right now in relation to earnings. So let's start out with the transports. Again, you can see here on the weekly, we really did sell off pretty well. Actually, this is a daily index. We did really sell off on Friday, well off the lows of the day. But you can see here RSI putting in a double top. Looks like things are getting a little tentative here, although things do look, like we said, look like we're going to have a strong open. But generally speaking, things look like we're kind of losing momentum here. Let's take a look. You can see on the daily, we were up on the day, well off the highs of the day, or that's a week, I should say. We were up on the week, broke out to, and still finished up on the week, 0.5%, but significant pullback from the high of the week. And you can see here, volume looking a little bit anemic, I would say. The Dow, again, the daily. This is the daily on the Dow. We had a bad pullback on Friday. We were well off the lows of the day, and we bounced off this 20 moving average. So again, uptrend still intact, but RSI rolling over, volume building, MACD rolling over, stochastics rolling over. So things do look like they're weakening up a bit. And again, just maybe in anticipation of earnings, we may just end up churning sideways until we get a look at the earnings. And you can see here on the weekly, we had an inside week on the Dow. Again, RSI weakening up a bit. And the Qs on the daily, again, we just barely held this 20 moving average. You can see here we're definitely getting weaker on the Qs. We'd tried to break out here, failure, and we'll be keeping an eye on this as we go through the week. See if we can hold the 20. We're still well above it on the weekly. But again, we're just looking, the Qs particularly, looking particularly weak. And again here, RSI turning down. The SPY, all this 20 moving average is coming into play on all these. We seem to be holding this, so that keeps us in an uptrend. Big volume day on Friday on the SPY too. Stochastics rolling over, RSI rolling over. Again, losing momentum here, but it could be just sort of a wait and see as we get into the earnings season. Again, SPY weekly down a 1.5 roughly on the week, and still in an uptrend though. Got to expect to have some weeks with a pullback here. Can't all be up. IWM, indecision candle on Friday. But we still managed to eke out a new high. Still pretty oversold here on the, or overbought on the RSI. and stochastics and MACD still looking strong. So definitely IWM in an uptrend, and of course the IWM is the recovery play. It's the ones, the small caps are the ones that are going to perform the best in a recovering economy, as we mentioned. So TLT here, inside day on Friday, and we started up higher and then closed out the day lower. But you can see here if the yields stay high again into the open tomorrow, we'll probably be looking at another pullback here on the TLT. And again, this is the yields. I think we definitely got into an overbought condition. So we'll see what happens here. But as yields go higher, the financials will obviously be expecting them to do very well. Even though we didn't have very good performance when we had some of the banks reporting last week. And again, the 10-year on the weekly, bit of a pullback after this big pop. But it looks like we are going to continue higher here. And we've got quite a ways to run. At some point, this is going to be a problem for the markets. I'm not sure when. Maybe up in this area. 1.5. Again, the dollar looking like it's firming up here. A bit of a head and shoulders pattern here. So we're right at the neckline. And maybe looks like we're going to maybe continue higher here on the dollar, which may not be great for gold and silver, although we are up right now. Okay, so let's go through quickly some of the stuff I've got on watch. It's a little bit longer watch list than normal just because I had an extra day to spend some time going through some stuff, playing with some new software for some alerts too. So I'm kind of liking that. I'm going to be trying that out this week. But here we go. This is been watching this one. This is interesting. I'll get to NEO in a minute, but if you've been watching all the EV stocks, clean energy stocks really took a bit of a beating this week, and this is Clean Spark is no exception. You can see here we're coming down to the 20 moving average, so I'll be watching this tomorrow to see if it holds the 20 and maybe get in an entry on it. Fubo, again, played that just an overnight hold last week and popped up, got that nice move, and now we seem to be pulling back again. So I'll be watching this 50 moving average for support. It seems to be trending up. Volume dropping off a bit. RSI not looking that great. And usually when stochastics are below 50, we get rallies tend to fade, which is pretty much what happened right here. So if the stochastics continue holds and go higher, maybe that'll help the Fubo. GHAV actually holding some. There's an event on the 20th, which is Wednesday. I think there's a shareholder vote to it's a SPAC. They're going to be taking over something, so I'm watching for this one for a pop on that takeover. The indicators aren't looking that great on it, so hopefully we'll get a better price action next week. GME, this one's really been on fire. This is crazy time. Of course, the short interest, this is a major short squeeze. I think there was over 100% of the shares were shorted. Somehow that happened. But big short squeeze. I think it's just a bunch of retail investors that jumped into this. You can see the volume here. Incredible. I think this is going to be in play next week as well. So we'll be watching for that. iPod, and this again is there's a couple of SPACs here, keeping an eye on these. IPOF, looking at this LMFA, had a nice pop up. It seems to be holding this sort of 180 level, 175, so I'll be watching that for another pop higher. I'm not sure about Micron. I had this on here. It just seems to be in a bit of a no man's land, although it still is in an uptrend. It's been overbought. It's coming back down here, so stochastics going higher. So we could be looking for a new high. Semis have been really doing well here. Again, this is Neo. Sort of same comments that I had about Clean Spark. You can see here we really put in a bit of a double top on Neo and have really been sold off. We were getting overbought here, and was really just needed to have a bit of a pullback here. So I'll be watching this 20 moving average to see if it does get back there. It'll probably hold there and then move higher. But you can see here stochastics rolling over, MACD rolling over. A little bit of more selling on Friday, so volume was picking up. So we'll see what happens next week with some of these EV stocks and clean energy stocks like Neo, Plug, those ones that have been in play, XPEV. NNDM, another nice little pop higher. You can see here broke out on an ascending triangle. Now we've pulled back, and I'd be watching. This is pretty typical pattern on a breakout. You pull back, you retest the area that you broke out from, and then you go higher. So I'd be watching for the NNDM to go higher here. QS has been a stock we've been trading, day trading. You can see here it's still holding this, and I'll be watching this for a pickup and maybe a move higher on QS. RevG was one that one of our traders brought attention to me. RevG, again, I think it gapped up after hours on Friday because there was some report of some pretty significant insider buying. So I'd be watching this one tomorrow to make a move higher. You've got the stochastics going up, MACD crossing. This is a nice looking setup on the indicators. 20 moving average starting to curl up. And yeah, so this one looks good for tomorrow. Silver, again, we're kind of gapping up tonight. I don't know. I'm waiting for a trend to reemerge here, but it's been pretty choppy. So maybe if we put in a double bottom here, that might be a good opportunity to get long. Again, stochastics still looking incredibly weak. Yeah, not ready to jump on that. And gold is about the same. Space, big cap up on that ETF news. And I think they just had a successful launch, I think, today. So we probably get some more follow through. But again, right back up to this previous high and rejection. So we may come back down, fill the gap here after all this news. Star Peak, energy transition again, pulling back here after a big move higher. So I'd be looking for an ABCD pattern here on this one. Again, really getting overbought here, so coming back into a more reasonable range. And Tilray, looking for continued interest and strength in the pot stocks as we get into the Biden presidency, and of course more legalization on a federal level. And yeah, pot stocks have really been on fire. Tilray, CGC, Kronos, Aurora, ACB, all been on fire. Tilray particularly doing well. Really overbought here, and lots of volume here on Friday. Hollow fill candle low, so we're looking like we're going to maybe get a bit of a pullback, but I'm sure that will get bought. Zoom, I was almost looking for a short here. It's hard to short anything in this market, but you can see here, if we look at, do a bit of a drawing here, you can see here where, again, every time we pop up, we end up with a hollow fill candle, pull back, and we're unable to make a higher high here. So a series of lower highs, and again another lower high from here. So maybe we're going to get another pullback from this pop up. So I'm looking at that one possible short. So that's the Monday wrap, everybody. Hope you again had a good weekend. And if you're going to join us tomorrow, 8:30 live on YouTube, we'll be doing the pre-market show. with Norm and Carlos, your usual hosts. And then we'll be trading the market open at 9:30. And if you haven't checked out my book, this is it, How to Swing Trade, and it's on Amazon. So again, hope you had a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the room tomorrow if you're going to join us. Have a great rest of the night, everybody.